The supreme roller in Suzuki's lineup is the King Quad 750 with power steering. The machine originated back in 2005 as the King Quad 700. In 2008, its displacement was raised from 695 to 722 cc's, and the machine was rebadged from the King Quad 700 to the King Quad 750. For 2009, Suzuki began offering versions of both the King Quad 750 and 500 equipped with electric power steering, or EPS for short. We feel the looks of the 2009 power steering equipped King Quad 750 well represent its sport utility design. From the front, the King Quad's plastic grille gives the machine a refined SUV-type appearance. Out back, the broader, lower-profile fenders have a sport quad-like shape. The machine features Suzuki's famous T-shaped seat, and there's a handlebar-mounted digital display which features every bit of information you could ask for other than GPS. While designing the King Quad's engine, Suzuki borrowed some impressive technology from their motorcycle road race division. The fuel-injected single-cylinder engine features a bore and stroke of 144 by 85 millimeters. The cylinder's aluminum bore is electroplated with Suzuki's own race-proven SCEM, or Suzuki Composite electrochemical material, for improved heat transfer, lighter weight, and tighter piston clearance. The head features a 4-valve double overhead cam design with 36mm intake valves and straight intake ports for increased cylinder charging efficiency. A magnesium valve cover is used to reduce weight, and the cylinder is rubber mounted on 2 balancer shafts, helping reduce vibration. To help lower the machine's center of gravity, the cylinder is canted forward 48 degrees, which also allows Suzuki to run a lower seat height. The transmission features both high and low ranges, plus reverse and neutral. Changing between gears is handled by a gated shifter mounted on the left side of the machine. Suzuki forgoes a park option in the transmission to help keep weight down, leaving the machine held in place by a left handlebar-mounted parking brake. The King Quad can be ran in 2- or 4-wheel drive, or in 4-wheel drive with differential lock for the most demanding conditions. A torsion sensor measures the differences in torque being applied to both ends of the steering stem by the rider and impact with trail obstacles. This information, along with information on vehicle speed, are transferred to the ECU. The ECU then applies electric current to the power steering unit to reduce steering effort and prevent impacts from being fed back to the handlebars. Rather than simply adapt the King Quad 750's frame and steering stem to accept power steering, Suzuki made a number of changes specific to the power steering model to improve handling. The dual A-arm front suspension features 5-way preload adjustable shocks, which control 6.7 inches of wheel travel. The back end features lower A-arms and I-beam upper control arms. The 5-way preload adjustable rear shocks control 7.7 inches of wheel travel, and the entire rear end is kept in line by a sway bar that was redesigned to complement the power steering and other chassis changes. The front brakes are actuated by a single right-side mounted hand lever, and the rear brakes can be applied with either the left handlebar mounted lever or a right-side mounted foot pedal. There are several onboard storage compartments on the King Quad, one mounted on the right front fender and another at the rear of the machine. The tubular steel racks offer adequate space and have a capacity of 66 pounds up front and 132 pounds in the rear. Tire choice is one area where Suzuki could have done better. In spite of having one of the most tractable power deliveries in the big bore class, the tires spin excessively, even in high traction conditions. The shocks are firm yet compliant, rarely displaying the wallowing feeling found on some full-size 4x4s. While our changes to the front suspension's preload made the front shocks a bit stiffer, the overall ride was more balanced and better suited for fast trail riding. And the foot pegs and footboard combination is, in our opinion, the best in the business. The foot pegs are raised well above the recessed front and rear sections of the floorboards, allowing the rider's foot lots of room to pivot. At $8,699, the King Quad is a great buy, costing less than some of its non-power steering equipped competitors. While there may be faster big bores out there, when it comes to getting the best long-term value and performance, Suzuki's power steering equipped 750 may very well be the king.